it's the 25th of October. First of all, sorry, the lighting is so crappy. It is like 9:30 at night. Also, I'm painting my nails while I'm chatting to you because I really want to paint my nails. I've been wanting to do it for the last 2 weeks, and for some reason I just haven't actually got it done. So I thought I would do it while I'm chatting. So today was like, I had the time to film earlier today, but I just did not feel like it. I don't know why, I just gave in to that today. And I had a bit of a different day. So last night I ended up staying up quite late. I stayed up until maybe like midnight. So I did my podcast episode yesterday, but then the audio wasn't working. Luckily now, because I also film it to put up on YouTube, I had the audio, like I would have it from this. And so I could use that because the audio that I recorded with my microphone was just having all these issues with it crackling. So didn't get it done before I went to work yesterday. And then when I got home, I basically, I get home at about 8:30 and I had dinner, and then I wanted to put up my podcast episode so that they continue to go out every Wednesday at 3 a.m. Brisbane time. I don't know why 3 a.m. That's just what I chose for the first one, and I just am going to try and keep it consistent. So that's what I did last night, and then Steve got home at 11 and I was still awake, so then we just stayed up and chatted, and then I think it was maybe like midnight when I got to bed. My face is so red as well because I took my makeup off like just before I filmed this with a makeup remover wipe, so like everything's even more red than it normally would be, but I'm not wearing any makeup. I just left my brows on just because. So stayed up late last night, and then because I had committed to Kit, my coach, that I was going to really make sure I got enough sleep this week because so Steve's on prac. When he was doing late shifts 2 weeks ago, I stayed up every night to wait until he got home, but because I go to the gym and it's a really loud plane. I usually do the 6 a.m. class, so I wake up at about 5:30, and I just hit a wall. There is a vlog of that a couple of weeks ago. I'm painting my nails, by the way, red, this OPI shade, which is called Red My Fortune Cookie. I've had it for ages. I don't have that many nail polishes anymore. I love painting my nails, but I got rid of all the ones that, like half of them, I would paint my nails and then instantly regret it. I got rid of all those shades and just left myself with the ones that I love, and I always love a red nail, so that's what I'm doing today. So what was I saying? So stayed up late, and then I committed to Kit that I would actually get proper sleep. So I was like, I'm not going to go to the gym tomorrow morning. I go to 4 classes a week, and usually I go Monday to Thursday, but I was like, instead of going tomorrow, I'm going to go on Friday. So I chose ahead of time that I was going to sleep in. And one thing I talk about quite a bit with sleeping in is that it's really important to make a decision about what time you're waking up the night before. So it doesn't mean you have to decide that you're going to wake up early. It just means you decide basically if you're going to sleep in or not, because often we kind of like see what we'll feel like, and that is never a good way to do it, because I never feel like waking up early ever. And if I always like waited to see how I would feel, I would never get up early. I'd never go to the gym in the morning. But I love, after having gone to the gym in the morning, like it sets me up for a really good day. So yeah, that's my big piece of advice. Usually you can tell like what time you're going to bed and the time you're setting your alarm. Is that enough time for you to get a proper sleep? If not, like make your alarm time the proper time. I think we often set ourselves up to fail. We say we're going to wake up early, but then we go to bed late. But I find what sets me up for a really good day isn't that I woke up early. It's that I woke up when my alarm went off. So even if my alarm goes off at 9 a.m., that is still, I still get that satisfaction of like, oh, my alarm went off and I woke up. It just sets the tone that you're going to follow through with your plans. So my video just cut out because my storage is full, so I had to take a minute and go and delete some videos that I had in there. Anyway, so what I was saying was that I slept in this morning. I didn't set an alarm and woke up at about 9 o'clock, which for me is a huge sleep in. And then I just really didn't get a good jump start on the day. Steve and I spent maybe like half an hour writing an email to the solicitor that's helping us buy the house, who's doing the conveyancing, to just keep all of that moving. So I sat down and did that with him. And then I basically had a few hours before going to work. I went into work early today, and I just didn't really do anything productive, and I kind of just felt like I was fluffing around. I put up my YouTube video, my daily video. I'm still like beating myself up that I'm not like batching all of them together, and I really am committed to doing that. Yesterday in the video I said I was going to do that today, but it just didn't happen. I didn't make it happen. So that's what I really want to actually get back into the habit of doing. I think part of the reason I've been putting it off is just because in my mind, like to rewatch all those. So when I'm putting up a video, I watch it in double speed to make sure that anything I mention is linked below, and to remind myself what I actually spoke about, because a week later, I can't remember what I said in each different video. And then I do the thumbnail as well. So it is just a bit of a task, and I kind of, just have been putting it off because it's not the funnest task ever. But I really do not enjoy having to scramble on the day of to get it up, and just feeling like I don't have the time and the space to be a bit more creative. So anyway, I had the time today, and I even did my makeup, and like could have easily done it while I was doing that, but I just felt like not talking. I don't know if that makes sense. And then I was going to do it on the drive to work. Steve tried to help me fix my dash thing that holds up my phone so I can do videos in my car, but it's just, for some reason, it won't hold the weight of the phone anymore. I mean, it was $4, so it's not really surprising, but the phone just tilts forward and you like are looking at my boobs and you can't see my face at all. So I just didn't get done in the daylight today. And one of the things I did just before I went to work was, because I did a meditation today. I did 15 minutes using Headspace, but I didn't do self-coaching scholars, and the last 2 days I haven't meditated or done self-coaching scholars, and I really feel it when I haven't done it. And like yesterday, I was just trying to make sure I had time to do my podcast episode. And on Monday, Steve and I went through all these other documents for the house. And that basically took up the whole morning, besides me putting up my daily video. And then I went to work. So I haven't done it, and I can just feel in my mind like I'm just going into negative thought loops much more easily, and just repeating the same negative thoughts over and over. So what I did, and this is something I've learned in self-coaching scholars, is to really separate out thoughts from facts. And often the reason that thoughts can really have a lot of power over us is because they feel like facts. Like it feels like we're just observing reality when really we're creating it. But a lot of the time what we think is a fact is actually a thought. And so I was just having all of these negative thoughts. So I just did a brain dump and wrote down everything I was thinking. It was all like 100% negative. And just like about not getting as much done today as I wanted to do. And I just felt like, I don't know if it was because I normally don't sleep for that long, or I felt like rested, but almost like I'd overslept as well. And I just like, I don't know, I just didn't feel fully there, if that makes sense. But anyway, I was having all these negative thoughts and I wrote them down. And then what I did, once I had all those thoughts, I asked myself, well, what are the facts of the situation? And when you do that, it's really important. Like, a fact is what everyone would agree on in a court of law. Like, when it's a fact, there's no emotion in it. There's no feeling. It's just like what you would observe. Like, this situation happened, not even the way it happened, but just like the facts I wrote down was like, I'm a 26-year-old woman. Everyone can agree to that. I woke up at 9 a.m. because I was like beating myself up about, not even about sleeping in, but just about, I was like, I woke up at 9 a.m. today. I left for work at 1:15. Like, it was just like fact. And then I just find doing that just really like brings it to my attention that all of this negative thinking is coming from my thoughts, not from the circumstance. Like, it's really just my spin on it. And it takes a lot of practice to be able to see that thoughts are often not facts. They're just our interpretation of reality. And I always find it helpful to remind myself of that, because it's so easy to forget. And I really can get wrapped up in thoughts, like most people, because that's all we have all the time. So also, I don't know if I should even say what base coat and top coat I use, because I don't think I recommend them at all. So I'm using this Sally Hansen, can you see? Diamond Strength Hardener. I think it actually makes my nails weaker, which is what Julia from work told me before I bought it. She's like, it actually, like, it hardens your nails while it's on, but it doesn't work long term. Like, they get more sort of bendy and weak when you haven't got it on. And I've definitely found that's the case. I'm still like trying to rehab my nails from, I always used to get shellac, which I love having shellacked nails, but it completely ruined my nails. Like, they were just so weak. And so I haven't had shellac, I don't think all this year, or at least not in the last 6 months. No, I got shellac done on my birthday. Yeah, probably since then. And they're finally getting stronger. But the top coat I'm using is Color Stay Gel Envy Diamond Top Coat by Revlon. Don't know if I'd recommend it either. I feel like my nails chip quite a lot, and I got it with the gel nail polish that it's meant to work with, and my nails chipped like the day of painting, which normally would never happen with even just a standard one. So this is my issue. If you know a good base coat or a good top coat or both, please share it below, because I desperately need to get a good one, because my nails do chip quite a lot, and it shits me off, because then, you know, once you have a chip nail, you're like... Anyway, I don't really have much else to say. I am really excited about doing up my wardrobe, and when I say that, I mean like going through it and actually creating a wardrobe, like getting clothes that I love and that all go with each other. And I think I'm just going to chat about it properly, or this will go on forever, in tomorrow's vlog, which I will do tomorrow morning. So I'm going to leave it here. But yeah, I just find managing those negative thoughts, and I know I've spoken about this in other vlogs because it happens so often, but trying to distinguish thoughts from facts really, I find really helpful to sort of pull me out of my negative thinking, because once I wrote all of that down, I was like, oh yeah, it is just my mind creating all of this, and I was in a much better mood from then on. Like, it really had a big impact. But if you haven't done that stuff before, you are literally going to think your thoughts are facts. But yeah, it just takes practice. Be kind to yourself. But our thoughts do feel like facts, but they're just our interpretation. And yeah, if there's someone else who might not agree with your thought, then it's a thought, not a fact. A fact, as I was saying, is like, I'm a 26-year-old woman. This cup is pink. Like, that's a fact. Like, if say in your mind you're thinking like, I don't have enough clothes, that feels like a fact. But what the fact would be is, I have 7 tops, 10 pairs of pants, and 3 dresses. Like, that's the facts of the situation, not whether it's enough or too much or whatever. Any kind of like emotive descriptive word means it's a thought. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here because it is 9:48. I'm just going to wait for my nails to dry before I jump into bed. And I have been looking at videos about finding your personal style, because I have realized, and I'll talk about this tomorrow, that I don't really know what mine is. And that's part of the reason I feel like I never have anything to wear. So yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.